everybody, it's Brianna. This week I hit my 80 pounds. 80 pounds! Oh yeah! In all seriousness, holy crap! Alright, so 80 pounds are totally gone off my body, and I don't know why this milestone, I was really like pushing for it, and I think also too the big deal was that my weight now is considered an overweight BMI instead of obese, and I've basically been designated morbidly obese, which is, I think, the worst word ever. I've either been morbidly obese or obese probably my entire life, except like 3rd grade on, maybe. And I'm 30, so you do the math. So I hit my 80 pounds this week, and I think that's a huge accomplishment, not only because it's a huge accomplishment, but I was out of town all last week in New Orleans for a literature conference that I presented a paper at, and in my other life, I'm a graduate student. Some of you already know that. But to lose weight after being out of town in New Orleans, of all places, for a week, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more. I really stuck to my guns. I stayed mostly OP. I did have a couple of drinks, just a couple. But I knew the risk that I was taking in doing that. But I took my food with me. I ordered as healthy as possible when I ate out, which, by the way, in New Orleans, it's really hard to order healthy when you're eating at really great restaurants in the French Quarter. But it can be done if you stick to your guns. So this week I wanted to talk about inspiration boards. And many of you that are on the awesome Facebook group that I've been fortunate to be a part of for many months, you've seen this dry erase board that's behind me in all my photos and in some of the silly photos that I take on a regular basis. So I wanted to talk about inspiration boards and kind of what I think the importance of doing stuff like this is. It doesn't matter what your inspiration board looks like. You can put up photos, you can put up inspirational phrases, that sort of thing. For me, this is my new one. It's for the spring challenge that's going on now with the Facebook group. And mainly what I do when I put together my inspiration board is I give myself some kind of deadline if there's not a challenge going on. I did one for my 30th birthday countdown. It was a countdown to 30, and I had some goals there. You know, any kind of pick a day. It doesn't matter. Pick a day on the calendar. It doesn't matter if it's significant. April Fool's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, June 20th, whatever's going on June 20th. Just pick a day, pick some sort of deadline, and set some goals. You know, there's no harm in it. If you don't meet them, you know, you tried. And if you do, yeah, you met some goals. So for me, my inspiration board is really served as a place of, let me think, inspiration. On those days that you're really feeling really crappy, or you're just like, oh, I don't feel like working out today. Guess what? You only worked out 9 times this month. Time to get on it. So I think this is a way of creating a multitude of different goals. I usually I have my weights, my starting weight for the spring challenge whenever it started, March something-ish. It was 164. I'm now at 158.4. And I hit my first goal of hitting 80. Yay! And I usually put the date next to it. My next goals are hitting 85 pounds, 90 pounds, a size 10, which also happened yesterday. Crazy. And now I'm like size 8, ? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But these are the days that I have left on the challenge. And for me, one of the goals that I've been really working towards more often is bumping up the number of times that I work out during the month. So my workout goal for this month is 18, and about halfway there, and I'll get in another workout today. So, all right, so who cares about your dry erase board, Brianna? Like, what's going on? I mean, the thing is that even if you don't have a lot to lose, or even if you're like me and you started with 100 pounds to lose or more, it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when, you know, those little tickers, you know, ticker workshop where you have the little dude moving up the mountain or whatever ticker you choose. It's like, oh, okay, so you've lost 5 pounds. You only have 95 to go. I think that mini goals for me really set up a way to break down the big picture into small pictures. So for me, all these numbers up here, they mean a different thing, a different component in the journey. I know for me, to keep my weight off for the rest of my life, this workout part, that's got to be a good part of it, you know? Part of a healthy lifestyle is working out consistently and moving your body and taking time out of your day and taking time out for yourself to really put in some sweat equity. You know, the other stuff, it's, you know, it's not just about what happens on the scale. I like setting size goals along the way too, because sometimes when the scale's moving a little bit slower, you know, you have to take your measurements and you see the difference. You've lost another few inches off of your waist or off of your hips. And sometimes the inches move before the scale does, and, you know, it's not really an exact science, people. So I think that this offers some flexibility as I check off those goals one by one and keep making new ones. It keeps me motivated all the way through. This is something that I started probably about 20 to 25 pounds into it, and I'm so glad that I did, because, you know, each time that I create a new set of goals, it's just a huge reminder that, wow, like, this is really happening, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the big picture. And I don't know, it gets, at this point, I'm wondering, there's really not much left to go, and maybe the next time that I put up the inspiration board, it'll be time to get to goal. So, I hope that all of my clients, and I hope all the people, however you decide to lose weight, whether it's with this program or a different program or whatever you're doing, I hope that you decide to, you know, really reward yourself along the way, check off those goals, and, you know, look at what's going on, you know, outside of the scale, on the scale, in your life, different goals that you want to achieve. You know, I didn't put buckling a seatbelt on here, but that was a really fantastic feeling, and I know each day that I'm on plan, each day that I'm taking care of myself and making myself a priority is a day closer to marking one of these babies off. So I hope you guys have a great week, and subscribe to my videos. I'll be doing some more, and I hit my 80 pounds. Have a great week, guys. Bye.